Hello, Scoobies. The last time I was here, I didn't have one of these. That's what happens when you get out of the house every now and then. I was pointed to a video. I didn't watch it. Oh, this isn't even turned on. Turn on your vapes, people. I was pointed to a video, something about cursing and hexing and healing and curing and witchcraft and Final Fantasy and rolling the dice and the dungeon master says you're all dead. I don't know. I gave up. But this topic is sort of a video response to a blog post that is a response to a video that I didn't bother to watch. So I'm going to read a little bit of this blog post because I don't really have an opinion on this. But I wanted to share this because I saw that this blog post had no comments. And I was like, I get comments all the time. So this is by Lunar Wisdom. We all know her. It's lunarwisdom.net. And if you go to Songs of a Cricket blog, you'll see a post called If You Can't Curse, You Can't Heal. Now this is a blog post to a video that I didn't watch, which I guess is a response to something. So these are just this is just like Cricket's opinions on this, and I'm gonna give my opinions as we read a bit through this. So this video might be a little bit longer, but that's whatever. What are you here for? To see this pretty face? Please. Magic is a neutral energy like electricity, which holds no alignment of its own. It's neither constructive nor destructive, but can be utilized for depending on the purpose, or for both depending on the purpose or intent of the user. Electricity can be used within a hospital to power numerous machines that the humans have created in order to preserve life, and it can be used to carry out the sentence of an inmate on death row. Magic is pretty much the same. I mean, you can either curse somebody or you can hex them. Basically, the first paragraph of this is essentially saying it's all about your intentions. Whatever intentions you're putting in. If you want to heal, great, you're going to heal. If you want to curse and kill and maim and destroy and just burn everything down with a bottle of kerosene and a match, then you can. The word hex dates back to the early 1800s and simply meant to cast a spell or bewitch someone or something. There were no distinctions made as to whether a hex was benevolent magic or whether it was malediction. For people of German descent, especially of Pennsylvania Dutch, having hexing was seen as beneficial and protective in nature. But for the rest of the population, witchcraft was associated with malevolent magic, so the word hex took a negative connotation. This association has been continued in our modern times. The concept of hexing is really... And I read this in the 5,000 spellbook thingy that I have. The concept of cursing and hexing is to get rid of something. To, like, just get rid of it. You want to get rid of it. It's toxic, it's negative, it's impacting your life, and you want to get... Without studying magic completely, without having strong foundation of knowledge to pull from, the witch is left with a deficit, and that witch, who does not understand how to curse, will be left completely and utterly defenseless against those who would use magic to attack them. This is so true. It's one of the first things that you should probably be learning, and I'm gonna have a video today that's super simple and super basic, and anybody and their mother's dog could do it, is to protect yourself. You need to have a way to protect yourself. If you start making a YouTube channel, there's gonna be fake-ass bitches and fuckery and stupidity and drama, and people are just going to attack you for the sake of attacking you. They're going to throw shit your way to test you and all this other crap. I'll talk. All kitty cat, no magic. Where was I? How would a witch effectively get a fight what he or she can't understand? A witch who refuses to learn how to work meditation will have an incomplete base of magical knowledge, and if he or she is afraid to explore the destructive side of magic, they will be left unbalanced and less effective. See, I agree with this, because this even goes to Wiccans. Like, yeah, some of them will bind, but a lot of them will even consider binding to be, like, a malediction, and it goes against the Wiccan Rede. But, like, if you're all light and lovey and dovey and hippy-dippy magic and all that stuff, I mean, great, but at the same time, like, what if someone hurts you or your family? What if someone tries to do something against you and your family magically? I mean, how are you going to protect yourself? Are you just going to go to your god and goddess and just ask for protection? I mean, great, that kind of works, but what happens when something more serious happens and you know, want to use magic against them? The concept of understanding hexes and curses in order to heal and cure falls within the realm of the law of polarity. See, I can't even speak today. The law of opposites, which states that everything in existence contains two mutually incompatible and exclusive parts or aspects that are equally essential and indispensable to the other. Any pattern of energetic data can be split into two patterns with opposing characteristics, which will contain the essence of the other within itself, creating harmony. These opposing patterns provide a constant motivation for movement and change. Hexing and healing and cursing and curing, for example, are these polarities or opposites within magic. In other words, you can't have one without the other. This is basically the TLDR of that. You can't have healing unless you have, like, you can't have creative without destructive. It doesn't work that way. The witch embraces power and owns it without fear, but with confidence. The witch possesses the knowledge and the ability to travel to the depths of the underworld and understand how to deal with the entities that reside there. The witch has a familiarity and skill with hexing and cursing when necessary, without guilt or shame, but I will add to that, with justification. While it is important to be passionate and energetic and confident in magic, it is also important to watch your emotions, because if Charmed ever got one thing right, it is that we are ruled and our powers are ruled by our emotions. If you are angry and pissed off and you do what you think is a simple binding spell, that might turn into doing a lot more harm than you intended for it to do, because you're putting that type of energy in there, okay? Does that make sense? I hope so. If you liked this video, smash that like button, okay? Smash it hard, because I got me some real haters. And remember, subscribe. I've reached my goal of 1,000 people. Thank you very much. Everything from this point on is icing on the cake. And hit the bell button too, so that you get notified when this fucking thing shows up on your YouTube, so you can put me on a 50-inch TV and be like, damn, daddy. Yeah.